We have the wonderful advantage of being able to see clearly what you've put in your vibrational escrow. And so from our point of view, the things that you want, it's not a question of if you can have them. Of course you can. It's only a question of when you will allow them in. And that has to do with how quickly you get a handle on these vibrational indicators and then do something about shifting them. It would be good for me to reach for some thoughts that feel better than these thoughts that I've been thinking and practice them until they feel more like the normal natural thought, until that becomes a chronic thought, till that becomes a belief, until that becomes my dominant point of attraction. And now there's no resistance within me, and now the universe is delivering to me in fabulous ways the things that I've been asking for. But if you don't recognize that negative emotion as that indicator, and you don't do something about shifting the thought so that you shift the feeling, if you don't do something about changing the vibration which changes the indicator, then nothing changes in your experience. In other words, a lot of people are running around having the same experiences year after year after year, different faces, different places, but nothing in their life really changes because they're not changing their basic feeling about life. Your worldview of life has become your expectation, and your expectation is a chronic vibration that will not allow something beyond your expectation to be. So when you say, well, I wouldn't have expected anything different, we say, well, yeah. If you don't expect something different, it cannot be. So creating is really a wonderful thing. Sometimes we see someone who has a death sentence assigned to them. They have been given a diagnosis of something that is considered to be terminal, and we feel very different about it than they do, because we know that even in what they think is an ominous diagnosis, that all they've got is a more emphatic indicator of vibration. That's all it is. If they would change their thoughts today and tomorrow and the next day, they could do it no matter what's going on in 30 days if they knew what they were doing. They change the pattern of thought, they would change the vibration, and then the indicator would change, which means the disease would have to dissipate, because the disease is an indicator of vibration, and when vibration shifts, the disease must shift too. But so many people look at manifestation as something different than the indicator that it is. When you start to understand that the manifestations, what's in your checkbook, who's in your bed with you, who's not in your bed with you, the things that you are wanting, the things that you're living, the way your life is right now on all those subjects that are important to you, you're living the manifestational indicator of your vibration. So if you really like who's in your bed, don't change your thought. If you really like no one being in your bed, don't change your thought. If you really like what's in your bank account, don't change your thought, don't change your vibration, don't do anything about shifting the indicator. If you like it the way it is, just keep observing it as it is, keep that vibration going, keep your point of attraction as it is. But if you are seeking some change, then you must offer a different vibration. You cannot continue to look at things as they are. And do you know that most people offer the majority of their vibration in response to their observation of what is? That's why lives don't change very much. That's why so many of the people that you meet at your 20th and 30th and 40th class reunion are exactly as you remembered them back then, because they didn't think any differently than they thought then. In other words, they're continuing the same patterns of thought. But you now know different. You now know that you are an eternal being, and you now know that you have a vibrational escrow, and you now know that you have guidance that's letting you know what you're doing in vibrational relationship with that. So you can't go back. You'll never again feel negative emotion and not know what it means. You'll never again feel negative emotion and not know that it's an indicator that's letting you know you're off in your vibration. You're not seeing it as the larger part of you is. Good.